Hello and welcome to more PopCulture Reacts Road to Christmas Day. And I'm bringing the song today. And I am bringing Psychostick and their song Zombie Claus.
Well, I did notice that we've gone for kind of an unconventional lineup so far, haven't we? We went for hip hop into a serial killer, now into Rob Zombie, and they kind of stay a bit unique. And I mean that's one of the things that we do. I mean we didn't do much kind of prep. That's a horrible thing to say out loud, isn't it? But whereas for the Halloween one we put some stuff out to ask for some suggestions, we did that less with this one because it's Christmas week and I've got quite a lot of Christmas stuff that I need to do. So it was a bit of a let's record some and get them edited rather than having to rely on that. But
And also, I don't need to be listening to Last Christmas and
but
Mariah
the thing
Carey.
is, there's some of that stuff I quite like, but to be honest, it's hard to react to them, isn't it? Because we've heard them before. Even if you're not a big Christmas person like you know, like you can't go in a bloody shop without hearing these 5,000 times. So, yeah, we have tried to steer for stuff that is either new to one of us, both of us, or something a bit different for Christmas.
Yes. So, are you ready for some Zombie Claus?
I blooming am, I think. Really not sure what this is even going to be like, because we did Dracula, didn't we?
Yes.
And I'm not entirely sure how you parlay that into Christmas, other than what we're seeing so far, saying season's greetings. But yeah, I'm really intrigued with how this works out.
So, let's go.
Let's do this.
It's tradition, cheer, and festivities.
Charlie, I am the one. It's time for a Christmas fun. Flying through the trees, sleigh bells jingling. Sack all full of toys, bringing Christmas joy to every boy and girl all over the world. Spread season's greetings and slide down the chimneys and give all the gifts, 'cause I'm Santa Claus. Sit on my lap and tell me what you want, and I'll add it to my list, 'cause I'm Santa Claus. Maker of the list, gonna check it twice, gonna find out if you're naughty or nice. Sleigh up in the sky as the reindeer fly. Can you hear the hooves landing on your roof? Got a round belly, a bowl full of jelly. I eat all them cookies. I'm Santa Claus. I raise such a clatter, you'll see what's the matter. I fill up your stocking. I'm Santa Claus. Here comes Santa. Here comes Santa. Have you been a good girl this year? Hear those sleigh bells jingle, jingle. Have you been a bad boy this year? Let them sugar plums dance inside your head. I may watch you sleep as you lay in bed. Elves all make my toys, they can never die. Welcome to the bone, whip 'em if they cry. Don't you dare pounce, and you better watch out, since I'm coming to your town, 'cause I'm Santa Claus. North Pole dictator with elves for slave labor and AIDS, flying reindeer. I'm Santa Claus.
So, Mr. Seddon.
Had a bigger budget than the bloody Run DMC video ad.
What did you make of Psychostick's?
Before we go on to Psychostick, something that we don't do very often, but something I want to do a bit more of next year is returning to songs. Maybe not to listen to again, but to talk about them. And we did Dracula for Halloween,
Yes.
and I can't even remember. It's terrible, but I can't remember how I felt about it when we did it. But it is one of those tracks that very much stayed with me. You know, I quite often find myself humming it when I'm making a cup of tea, or like if I'm waiting for a lift at work or something like that. So this seemed like an apt time to kind of go, yeah, good song. What a great idea. That, as I said beforehand, I don't really get it how they're going to do this, but I think focusing on making the lyrics Christmassy, which I thought the lyrics were really well done.
Yeah.
You know, really leaned into those Christmas tropes and stuff like that, but keeping the music as is with just a little bit of sleigh bells in the background. Really good idea, and I thought it was really, really good.
Yeah. So it's one of those. This came across my radar a couple of years ago, and yeah, it was one of those. As a massive Rob Zombie fan, I knew of Psychostick anyway. Their thing is taking songs and either eviling them up or taking something evil and making it silly.
Yeah.
Because they do one with Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, where it's I can only count to 4.
I like the sounds of that.
So yeah, they do a lot of that sort of silly thing to it. They're not a serious metal band, but they can play.
Yeah.
This is the sort of, if there was more Christmas songs like this, I'd be all over Christmas.
I like the fact that they did the video like Rob Zombies as well, didn't
Yeah.
they? You know, like what a really nice touch. You know, like kind of having the evil Nutcracker man and all that jazz. But yeah, hats off to him for putting that effort in.
And a dancing girl to represent his wife.
Yes.
His wife has to be in everything.
Yeah, there's no universe where she's not featured anywhere where he is.
Exactly.
So can I be slightly critical though?
Yeah.
I do think it's really good. Do you know what? I think if they cut a minute and a half off of this, I think it's brilliant. Whereas I think they just run it a little bit too long. And I think maybe because it's a parody and it's Christmassy, I think these things are best kept in that kind of 2.5 minute range, regardless of the original length of the song. Because I think, unfortunately, sometimes in that last verse, they feel like they're about staying the welcome just a little bit. But yeah, minute cut off of this, and this would be I'd make my mum listen to it on Christmas Day, but as it stands, I don't think I could.
See, I suppose you could get rid of the back end do it baby parody part of have you been good, have you been a good boy, have you been a bad boy, but I think you still have to have like all the verse and stuff that are in Dracula, sort of the length. But yeah, I suppose you could bin off that double chorus at the end.
And as I say, I don't want to like pan it. I think it's really good, but I think as a parody, they need to be a little bit shorter. And as I say, sometimes you can have too much of a good thing. You know, like when you eat all the Christmas chocolates and you feel sick at the end. Songs like this sometimes have that effect on me if they go that little bit too long.
So, what did you think, Psychostick? Down there in the comments.
If I'm not an idiot, I'll remember to link in the Halloween Dracula video as well, so you can see our reaction to the original or the non. It's not original, really. Well, it's original, I guess, but like the non-Christmas-fied one.
As always, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and we are getting ever closer. We will see you tomorrow.
Them elves are working 100 miles per hour right now, aren't they, to finish off our presents?
They are, as it will be Festivus Eve.
It will be.
So until tomorrow, goodbye.